Hello, brothers and sisters, shalom. I'm coming to you live regarding a very important message regarding the manifestation of the devil's children in the latter days. We can tell it. You know, they throw up their symbolisms all the time, letting you know who they are, letting you know that they are the seed of Satan and they are proud of it. They are the children of the proud. The thing that I am coming to fully coming to understand that God is making known to me now is that they're not just white devils. Okay, there's some among the seed of the chosen as well. They are choosing the path of Satan, unfortunately. And then I don't know, it's just there's a reason for all the separation in the latter days why God is going to do a weeding out and a separation between the tares and the wheat, because the tares are among the seed of Israel. They're right in the middle of it, and they're looking just like us, but not really of us. They're not going through what people like us are going through. You know, they're not living from pillar to post. They're not homeless and don't have any cares or worries. They are getting all the riches of the world, and they look just like us, but they're really not of us. They're not of the seed of Israel. They are the ones that though they look like us, they are infiltration. They are the ones that the slave master has have planted among us to make us believe that they're part of us when they're really not. And they'll throw up the devil horns just like the white people do. Excuse my French for saying this. And I'm not trying to say I'm racist or anything, because I don't have the power to be racist. I don't have the wealth to be racist. I don't have that. But I'm just being real about what I see in the world today, about what God has revealed to me in these times regarding our own people. We have to be careful, because we can be so caught up on race that we don't realize that it's going to be some of our very own who are turning their backs on us. It's going to be some of our very own who are wicked and who will sacrifice us just to get a buck, just to get where the heathen are, just to get rich, just to get wealth, you know. And the funny part is they talk about, you know, Christians talk about Christ so much. We do know, you know, truth is coming out now. We do know that Christ was a black man. We do know that. But the thing is, Satan came to a black man. He didn't come to a white man. He came to a black man and tempted him and offered him all the riches of the world. He offered him a whole kingdom in exchange for him to turn his back on God and to worship him. And of course, Christ had resisted the devil. I was trying to find the right words to use. Resisted Satan and told him no, that he would serve the Lord God only, and him only he was going to serve. Christ was aware that there is only one God and one Lord. Christ knew that he wasn't God himself. Christ knew he had a God to answer to at the end of the day, and in doing so made enemies. In doing so, the devil was on him harder like never before, because he was the chosen. He was the child. He was of Israel, you know. And the devil is really coming after us harder than he is the nations, because he already has them, and their destiny is set. It's ours that is what the devil is trying to change. God has called us, chosen and set apart for his glory and his purpose. We're supposed to be the children of the kingdom that is to come. And the devil knows he won't have any part in that. But he wants to take the light and bringing the children of God down and bringing them to hell with him. So we, as the children of the light, we must understand who we are. And we must understand that it is among our own. It was among our own it was some of our very own who will turn their backs on us. And don't get me wrong, I am not against our people. But my very own have been the ones who have hurt me in the end. My very own. I've had people beat on me. I've had people do a lot of things to me. And they claimed that they were godly, holy people. Christians, in fact. That's why I don't claim to be a Christian anymore, because I know now, thanks to the news and thanks to God trying to bring scripture to light to me more, mainly, and others that are bringing the truth to light, that Christ is not God, and that we are serving a false God, and we are serving the God of the nations, and that they have set up an idol in the place of God. And I have renounced that. But I also understand too about the separation, the time of separation, which we are in now. That God is getting ready to weed out the just from the wicked, or weed out the righteous from the wicked. And that is what the tares and the wheat is all about. And in these latter days, God is going to do a whole lot of separation. So you might as well face it. There's a lot of people that won't make it amongst us. You know, and I think I understand now why it says 2/3 won't make it, only 1/3 will be. Because the 2/3 is going to be the ones that turn their back, or going to be living like the world, are going to find it hard to pull away from the world. And I understand that. But I also understand too, as I've seen countless videos, music videos, a lot of so-called black people that have this color, this race, this skin tone, are throwing up the devil hand sign, making themselves known that they are in fact on the side of Satan, which is on the left-hand side. Unfortunately, God is trying to warn me, you know, because there are some songs that they have a nice tone and a nice beat to, you know, we can't deny it. We are musical people, Israel. We've always loved music. You know, music is part of us. God is not against music. I don't think God is against music. He's against what it's used for. You know, and we know that the devil was, we know that Lucifer was supposed to be what they call a minister of music in heaven. He had pipes built within him. So we know what he's going to use ultimately. And music has the ability to do a lot of things to us. It can put us into some kind of state, you know, of euphoria, so to speak. Music has a very strong influence with us today. But I just want to make known that we are in the time of the tares and the wheat, and God is going to divide us. God is going to separate us. God is going to, a lot of us, and I don't mean no harm to say this, and I know no one wants to be alone, but we're going to have a very lonely walk. It'll be very few that'll be on the journey with you at the end of it. You'd be thinking like, I realize if you have a lot of people loving you, you can hang it up. You already belong to Satan, because the world loves its own. If you got the whole world loving you, you belong to him already. I'm sorry. And I'm not saying it's too late for you, but you know, only God knows that. I'm not the Lord. But I will say that there's a lot of people that are that have fame and fortune. And when you have fame and fortune, guess what? Pride and all of that come with it. When you become prideful in your beauty and prideful in your singing ability and prideful. And I thank God, Rap the News hit on that on his channel a lot of times about people being prideful in certain things. Prideful because you have a big butt, or prideful because you're beautiful. Prideful because you have long flowing hair. Okay, that's not going to get you into the kingdom, okay? There's going to be a lot of long flowing haired people in hell. In the lake of fire. I'm sorry, you know. But what I would like to say is that the children of the devil are going to be manifest in these last days, and you will know them by the fruits. You will know them by what kind of lifestyle they live. You will know them by how they act. You will know them by how much of a rebellious lifestyle they live. You know, when they're in a rebellious lifestyle, their lifestyle is nothing but hell all in it. You know, people who are just, you know, you're smoking weed, doing drugs, partying, and wilding out. Okay, that is the lifestyle of the devil. Okay, the wise sit in the house of mourning. Only the wicked be in the house of feasting and mirth. Okay, and right now in the times that we're living in, there's no time to have fun. This is a time for us to be repenting and asking God forgiveness of sins, because the judgments are being poured out right now. Hurricane Dorian has landed. Look at the catastrophe. Okay, look at what's going on in the other nations right now. floods, hurricanes, earthquakes, all of the pestilence and plagues that God mentioned in his word that were coming in the last days are here. So there's no time for us to be playing around anymore. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I'm not. I'm still overcoming some things. There are some things that attract me and allure me, and I have to ask God to help me with that, especially in music. Because I'm a lover of music. I always been musically inclined. I have a beautiful singing voice, and I knew that having that voice where I can be, but I don't want that. Okay, let the devils that want fame and fortune and success and to be loved and worshipped by everyone, let them have that, because I understand that no idolatry will be welcome in the kingdom of heaven. So if you're being idolized, you are on the top of the list for going straight to hell, because that's how Satan wanted. That's what Satan wanted. He wanted to be worshipped. Okay, and for you to be in that place, you have to be full of pride, very full of pride. So I just want to mention that first and foremost, about that, but mainly about the children of the devil being manifest, and they are usually full of pride, inwardly and outwardly. They are usually sitting in the high places, in high regard. People look at them like they are so at the top, and they just have not a clue. These people are so lost. They're going to be lined up. First ones batter up straight into hell, because they're right in the line of fire. They willfully follow Satan. They willfully worship him. They have already given their allegiance. And that's why they throw that hand sign up. And in some of them, you were just born to be that. You were just born to be that. I pray to God I'm not. I don't want to be. I don't want to be. But I just want to put it out there, saints, that this is a time of separation, and that there are a lot that's going to look just like you and me that are the devil. So don't be fooled in thinking that all of us are together and all of us want the same thing, because all of us don't. Some of us are working right alongside with the enemy, helping him to bring us down. And some of us were born of him. That's why you have the little fine line where you see those that look like us, but they're really not of us. They look like us, but they're not really us. And the seed was planted when when some of us decided that we could sleep with the enemy and begat children by the enemy. And now that we have little Satans running around here because they're not pure anymore. There's one thing I'll say, white people may have it right about something, and it's that they always thought in the beginning, before they start welcoming this interracial marriage thing, that they should be with their own kind to make their blood pure. Same as us. We are actually the holy race, though they think they are. We are the holy race, and we're supposed to remain pure, and we're supposed to be only with our own. But our men have gotten into their heads that the other race is more beautiful than our race. And they started to have a hatred for their own kind. And curse be upon you, I'm sorry, for those who have done that. And for the wrong reasons. There's nothing wrong with two black people mating together and having a beautiful black child. Nothing wrong with that. But keep it clear that it's not about race either. That some of our very own will be the ones that follow after Satan. So I just want you to be aware of that. And that these are the times we're living in of separation. I've been forsaken by so many people that were of my own race. So many people that were supposed to be with me today, and they claimed that they would, that they loved me and cared for me, and they never did. So I'm just saying to you, the devil's seed is out here running rampant and running loose out here. So be careful. And don't think all of our people are with each other, because all of us aren't. And some of us really do love our people. Shalom to my brothers and sisters all around the globe. Much love. Much love to you, 12 tribes of Israel. I pray that we all see each other in the kingdom, because it is nigh at hand and the signs are out there and we are this close. May we all make it to the kingdom of heaven. Praise be to the Most High God of Israel, because he is worthy to be praised no matter what. No matter what. And I pray that I be found worthy to escape the things that are coming upon the earth and to stand before him, and that God will lavish his love on me. But I realize all of us aren't going to make it, because all of us aren't righteous and pure in the sight of God. All of us aren't of the Holy One. All of us aren't born of righteousness. Majority of us will perish. So, sorry to say that. Sorry to burst some bubbles, but Rep the News sent that video up today that I seen, or yesterday. I think it's today or yesterday. There's a lot of videos he talked about evaluating self, and I'm definitely looking inside and trying to see what's wrong within me, because there's a lot of things I probably need to change. But there's a lot of people that don't make it: evil, extortioners, idolaters, fornicators, effeminate, homosexuals, rapists, you name it. There's a lot of people that's not going to make it. And do you know how many people that is in the world that do the things that is mentioned? Many. Idolaters, lovers of money, proud, boasters, blasphemers, headstrong, haughty, disobedient to parents, unthankful. That's a lot of children in the world these days. That means even children may make it into the devil's pit, right in hell. So even, I'm sorry to say, there's going to be some children in the lake. I'm sorry. There could be some children running around here and they devil seeds. Anyways, I'm going to cut this video short. My husband's calling in. But you guys have a wonderful day. Shalom, my brothers and sisters all around the globe. God bless you all. Amen.